And we're live. What is up, guys? Ryan from Beginners Tech here, back with another episode of Tech Talk and BS. I believe we are on episode number 9 now, so we're getting on a little bit. As always, I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Kevin the Tech Ninja.
What's up, guys?
And this week, things are a little bit different. I know every week we usually have one of the big YouTube stars on and stuff, but we're to the start of something new. And basically what's going to be happening is once a month we're going to get some awesome up and coming YouTube channels on to give the guys a chance to promote themselves and show off their awesome work. So this week we have a pretty awesome guy on called Ash Taylor. What's up, bro?
Yo, you alright?
Yep. And he makes some awesome videos on YouTube. He also works for Android Authority and does a lot of freelance work. But he's here to talk about his own channel tonight. So, Kevin?
Yeah, so Ash, obviously we've worked together in the past. We've never met in the flesh. We both worked for Android Authority in the past, and I wanted to get you on the show really bad because I'm just a super fan of your work. And you know, we talk all the time, but I mean, I think Ash makes some of the best YouTube content in general, not just reviews. I think as far as the effort that he takes and just how well everything looks, the composition. I mean, this dude is fire, like fire. So I wanted to get you on the show, man. Really, as I said, a big fan of your work. And usually what we do, yeah, no problem. And what we do with every guest, we give you like 30 seconds shout out that you can say whatever you want and just sort of focus on, I guess, what people can expect from your channel, what type of videos you create, and a little bit about you.
Cool. Well, yeah, I guess I'm a man of very few words in actuality, but just a normal guy running a normal life, and I just wanted to try and get a place to output some content and have some fun with it, I suppose. Yeah, and share the love, I suppose.
Nice.
And you're definitely doing that, man. Ash is a bit shy, people, and he really undersells himself.
Nah, don't be silly.
Big time. No, he does, man. His content is absolutely stunning. I've left his links below in the description as well, so you definitely need to check his content out. He makes some awesome videos with some awesome editing. He might not tell you how good he is, but
Nah,
he
probably
definitely
never.
is good. And me and Kevin definitely agree on that for sure.
Well, thank you. Well, you know, we've got some good guys out there to take inspiration on, especially you two. So thank you so much for this opportunity. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So Ash, you know, people may see you on Android Authority, they may see you on your YouTube channel, but where did this skill set come from? Because the skill set obviously wasn't hounded or wasn't found on YouTube, obviously. So.
No, I suppose not. Let's see. Well, this time last year, I probably never touched a camera before. I used to do photography before, so I guess my roots come from photography. I did it in school, and I did my degree there.
Nice.
But yeah, it's all good. So yeah, I've just come in picking up along the way. I think like most of us, we're all pretty much self-taught. It's just seeing films, reading books, reading poems, you name it, going out, experiencing life, I suppose, just kind of gives you the eye. Well, I hope.
Yeah. Now, living in London, do you feel like you have an advantage sometimes because you live in like a touristy area where you have a lot of, you know, beautiful backdrop, you have like worldwide landmarks and just stuff that looks really amazing. Now, do you think that gives you the heads up when it comes to photography or even video?
See, you'd think that. I mean, living in London's great and all, but for someone like me who's lived here since I was a young child, it gets tired really quickly. I mean, you see the same backdrop, but then you see the same backdrop for everything. I mean, after you see it once or twice, it gets kind of boring. But it's a great place, but it's just really really heavily populated, and sometimes you just want to get out and kind of experience the wide vastness. You know,
yeah.
And I swear, like where you live in America, especially, it's just fantastic. You can just grab a car and just drive, and it's just some amazing places out there. The weather, oh my lord, the weather.
Don't worry, man. It's just some places. Like, I mean, I think you've been to New York before, right?
I've been to New York. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, same thing. You can't hop in a car and drive.
No.
you know, it just depends on where you're at. Like I think where I'm at, it's just a really cool place because I'm like kind of in the nature area a little bit. I'm by a lake, I'm by woods and stuff, but I'm 20 minutes away from downtown, the heart of Michigan, downtown Detroit. I'm 20 minutes away from that. Welcome back, Ryan, to the party. You know, every week we have someone lag out of the hangouts, and today was Ryan. I think Ryan got in a little bit early, just to make sure he's there for the end of the show. So
Yeah. Don't want to drop off at the important parts.
yeah, it's okay. So Ash, man, how did you get involved with Android Authority? Did you like apply online, or like what happened?
Yeah, most people thought I'd come from some big channel, but no, I just went onto the website once and I went to the About Us, Contact Us, and sent them an email, and I got an email back from Darcy, and we had a little chat, and then I started making my first video. My first video was terrible. I had no lights, I had no nothing. I filmed it on like ISO 6000. It was like completely noisy, and I got ripped apart. But that's what happens on YouTube. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
So was that your first experience doing video reviews? Basically, your intro for Android Authority?
Oh yeah. Because I've been watching YouTube videos, and tech is my hobby. I've been seeing this for a long time. I thought, oh, well, I could do that. So why not give it a go? And I drummed up a little quick review for a GoPro. I did it in about a couple of hours, and I sent it to Darcy so he could see what I'd be capable of. And then he saw it. I guess he just thought he liked it, and then that was my that was my interview, I suppose.
Well, I'm going to sell my camera now because the way you shoot, I would have thought you've been shooting video for like 20 years. So I'm going to sell all of my gear now because you're like awesome at it. So, and guys, if you don't know, you can chime into the show. You can hashtag tweet TTBS, and we'll get you on the air. And also, I'm live in the chat right now on the YouTube chat. So make sure you get your questions in. This is a very interactive show. You know, feel free to ask questions about anything: pop culture, shooting, technology, Ash's sweet beard, anything you want to talk about, we can talk about on the show. We can talk about on this show. So, Ryan, you're having issues over here. What's going on with you, Ryan?
I'm having like so much like, my webcam's dropped off, my audio is not working, like everything. Man, I'm gonna show business, man.
Are you on a phone right now?
No, I'm on my potato webcam on the MacBook Pro, man.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Dang, man. You're having a lot of issues here, man. So, cool. So, Ash, like, what is your favorite piece of tech that you don't own but you would love to check out one day?
I don't own. You know what? I don't actually drive, but the Tesla. I love the technology. And I love what it can do, how far it can go, and all the stuff to do with driving. And I just think it's a good way forward until we reach a place where we can have hydrogen-powered cars.
Most definitely, yeah.
What about you?
You know, it's funny you mentioned Tesla because I see a lot of Teslas around where I live at, even though they're illegal to sell. As of my knowing and as of when I looked up this law, it was illegal to sell Teslas in Michigan because Michigan is like real big three heavy. Ford, GM, and Chrysler, like that's what drives the Motor City, if you will. And they didn't like the idea of Tesla coming in and circumventing the process of unions and having dealerships and everything. So it actually was against the law, as of my knowledge still, in Michigan to sell a Tesla. So you have to actually drive to Ohio to buy a Tesla. Wow. And a lot of times you see Teslas on the back of trucks, flatbeds, and they're delivering them to a person that just bought the car. So
that's insane, man.
it is insane, but that's sort of the way it is, man, because everything is so car driven here. You know, everything is about cars, all the way from where people live at. I mean, if someone lives in a certain city, you can guarantee that someone in their family worked in the car industry, because that was our bread and butter in Detroit for so long. But to answer your question, sorry, piece of tech that I like that I don't currently have. Man, you know, I think and I'm into cameras, and I would just love to like check out, like, see what the difference is shooting with like an Epic Red versus obviously my GH4. Like, I want to see what tangible differences do I actually experience when shooting with it. You know, I know it's a more expensive camera, but I would like to actually see it hand in hand next to each other and kind of shoot a video with it.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm pretty sure it's that dynamic range. You see, where is it? There. See that bleached out sunlight? That would all be in shot. You get that. You get that detail, and then you get this detail. That's what you get.
Wow. I can only imagine.
How about you, Ryan?
Probably for me, you're probably going to think I'm a little bit crazy, if you don't already anyway. It's a new Stern. It's an Avengers Pro. It's like an arcade pinball machine, and it's a new Avengers Pro one, made by Stern. It's like $6,000, but it's pretty dope. It is tech though, I suppose.
Why is it $6,000?
Because Stern made it, man. I don't know. it's like Porsche. It's like the Porsche of pinball machines, really.
Do you have any other ones?
Pinball machine.
Do I have any other pinball machines?
Yeah.
Not anymore, since I moved out my parents' house. I used to have 4, and I sold them all collectively, and I raised like probably near £8,000, which is probably, what's that in dollars like?
12, maybe 12,000. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just say a big number.
Crazy money, man. But I'm in it for the collectible side rather than try to play it. I love collecting stuff.
Huh. That's crazy.
Anyway, right, so, I know, man. Right, so, we've got another question for everybody. This is crazy. It's kind of a rhyme as well. It's, hey mate, from 0 to 8, what do you rate the new iPod? Great or hate?
That sounds so good in your accent.
Oh, what man. Right, anyway, so, new iPod. I don't know why he's picked from 0 to 8.
Because it rhymes. Tony is an interesting character.
Is it great or do you hate?
Tony is a very interesting character. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it was nice, man.
Yeah, Ash. What do you? I mean, I don't think any of us have one, but
Yeah.
what are your what's your thoughts on it? I guess.
Well, I've had an iPod Touch way early on in my life, and personally, I see if you don't have an iPhone or if you're too young to have a phone, that's where the iPod Touch will kind of come into it. So it's for kids. I mean, for guys who want all the apps and the functionality of a smartphone, but without the bills associated with the monthly plans. So I think that's what it is. For me, not so much.
Yeah.
Right. I played with it today because I'm actually going to order one. I won't be reviewing it though. The reason I'm ordering one is because my wife wants one, so I'm buying one. Anyway, I played with it today, but one thing I found is on the new one, the screen is so small, it makes it really difficult to use, like when you're playing games and stuff. I found that like even coming from like the iPhone to the iPod, it's like there's such a big difference in the real estate. Definitely, I wouldn't want one. But what the wife wants, the wife gets.
yeah, I understand those feels already, man. So kind of like what Ash said, I think it's a good way for kids who aren't able to have a phone to actually have access to it, and when they're on Wi-Fi, they can use iMessage or WhatsApp or Hangouts or whatever. And also, it's good for people like us who want access to all the apps, either it's Android or iOS. You can now get an iPod Touch, $250, and now you have access to all the apps. I just think it's a good way to emulate an iPhone without a phone, but I can't see myself using one every day because my phone, I have access to Google Play Music, which I pull my music off the cloud anyway, so that's not going to help me when I'm at the gym or whatever. So even
as a dedicated music player, it's far too large. Like I would much rather just have maybe buy an iPod Shuffle or whatever the hell it's called, the smaller one, so that it can actually just
Nano, I think, or something.
Nano, whatever. I don't know. So that you can just clip it to yourself. I mean, I don't see me going to the gym with a big iPod in my pocket.
Well, I mean, I work out with my phone in my pocket, so it's not even a big. I'm used to it now.
All right.
Well, Kevin, you've got your Bluetooth, right? So Bluetooth telephones.
Yep.
That's what you use. That's what I use.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. So there's there's a good few questions coming in on Twitter, but some of them are a wee bit kind of crazy today. For some, maybe this is just a crazy Sunday. Right, I don't know if you guys want to answer this. Feel free to just dismiss the question, but Tech News UK, do you think sending the OnePlus 2 to MKBHD was good for publicity? Do you want to answer that? I don't know.
I mean, I guess I can answer it. Of course it is. I mean, you get into the hands of one of the most influential people in technology, you know, on YouTube. So of course it's good. You know, even bad publicity is good publicity. Even if you rack it, it'll still be good publicity because people are actually seeing it. They're able to get hyped about it every time he makes a video. Everyone goes crazy and watch it. So they're getting, you know, hundreds of thousands of people are seeing the device, whether they want to or not. They're going to see the device. They're going to hear about it. So, of course, it's good publicity. Why not? I mean, he gets the world exclusive, so it's a win-win situation.
Let me turn this around a minute. See from like the videos or the samples and stuff that's been posted so far. Are you still as hyped?
Well, you know, I never thought the camera on the OnePlus 2 is going to be great. It takes a very special company to write beautiful camera software that can really make a good camera like LG or Samsung. You know, a lot of the times we see these cameras, it's software that really makes the camera look really good. It's not really the optics. The optics are there, but it's the image processing, which is really important. Yeah. And I never thought OnePlus had the programming power, maybe, or just even the team of people that really understand imagery to craft a beautiful software that can grab these images and actually remove the noise and get beautiful colors and snap a nice picture. So I'm still the same. I'm still kind of up in the air about it over the whole Snapdragon chip and everything. So you know, I'm real big about the Snapdragon chip. How much I despise it right now. So I don't know. We'll see. That's all I can say. We'll see. What about you, Ash?
I'm looking forward to it. I saw the video for MKBHD and the pictures looked alright. I didn't think they looked anything too special, if I'm honest. I think they looked on par with pretty much some of the other flagships we've got. But like you said, it'll be down to the software and what the software can offer you. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of video capabilities it's got.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he's posted a video on the. I'm not like the camera sample. Did that not have some video samples in it as well? I can't quite remember. I'm definitely not as hyped about it as I was.
No, I saw the announcement, the leak or the rumor of the new Nexus. I'm more excited about that, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I'll do that Huawei Nexus.
Yeah.
Bro, that Huawei Nexus is looking wow. Wow. That's all I can say. I'm excited about that, and I prefer stock Android over everything else. So, you know, that's just how I feel.
Did you guys see the Note 5 render? Well, not the render, the leak that went yesterday? Last night or something? Man,
yeah,
it looks absolutely dope.
What about you, Ash?
Yeah, it looks awesome. It really does.
Yeah, that's the device I'm most hyped for out of all the devices. I actually can't wait to see the Note 5 and get it in my hands. I think it's shaping up to be awesome. I just really hope that the battery is good. That's all I'm hoping for. Just a good battery.
Yeah.
And we will be up and running.
Well, I want to see what kind of refinements they bring to the whole S Pen business, because that's the thing about the Note, right?
Yeah, I don't actually like every Note I've owned. I've never used it, man. Kevin, have you used it?
Yeah. No, I actually have a story about someone using the S Pen, because no one I know ever uses the S Pen. And then me and big homie Joe went out one night, and I'm trying to remember when it was a couple years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. We went out for his birthday, and he was drinking heavily, the influence. And then we went to this little lounge area sort of thing, and Joe was talking to a girl, and he's never used the S Pen, never used it. I didn't use the S Pen either. I'd rather use my finger, and I really didn't care about it. And suddenly he looked at me. He was like, "I'm gonna get her number." I'm like, "Joe, what are you doing?" And then suddenly he grabbed the S Pen out. He's writing her number down. Bro! That's my S Pen story of big homie Joe rocking the S Pen to get a girl's phone number, thinking that's like cool. But I don't know, like I would use the S Pen, but I always ended up going back to my finger, and then I had an app that was kind of like a floating widget. I would just press it, and I'll get the S Pen features just using my finger. I don't know.
I really enjoyed watching like some of these people that can draw so well.
Oh
with
my
the S
god.
Pen. I'm like, some of the drawings are absolutely incredible.
Dude, my avatar is drawn by an S Pen on the Note 3.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There you go. That's absolutely dope, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got another question on Twitter. Where the hell is it? At Daybot here.
Yeah, Scope Squad.
Scope Squad. Pebble versus Android Wear.
I could.
Pebble sucks, man.
Oh, I
don't even care.
I've actually been wearing my Pebble. You know, I've actually been wearing my Pebble for the last week now. I've been wearing it right now. So, you know, it's hard to explain. Like, I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. And I know that's like one of the worst answers you can ever give. But the reason I like it is because notifications, when they come in, they have this kind of a cool animation. It has about 5 to 6 days of battery life, and it has this e-ink display, a color e-ink display, so I can see my watch in no matter what lighting it is. Outside, I can see it in bright daylight. I can see it at night. It always looks perfect as far as looking at the screen, and I just like how it looks, and also the battery life. I don't have to worry about charging it every night. But the bad thing is, it's ugly for one. It does look like a children's toy for one.
Yeah.
And for two, like, it's hard for me not to use a touchscreen. Like, we've been so groomed to touch stuff now. Everything is touchscreen. Your car is touchscreen. Everything's touchscreen now. And then seeing this is not touchscreen is just hard because I want to swipe so bad. And you know, with Android Wear, you can sort of swipe away stuff when you're done. This you have to kind of press, tap, tap, tap. It's like everything you do takes a couple more taps versus swiping, which makes it harder.
I think like Pebble, when it was the first on the scene, it was amazing. But with all the advances now, I'm not sure. What do you think, Ash?
I like the Pebble Steel. I thought that thing looked great. And it was just simple. It was great. You just needed a tiny bit of functionality in it, and it was a watch. And yeah, no, it was great. I really don't like the look of this new one. I think it's horrible.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. Actually, I know we just talked about the iPod Touch, but Canupsy, he's actually got a good YouTube channel as well, guys. He just mentioned like a 5.5-inch iPod Touch would be dope. But then I know everybody's probably thinking the same thing, that Apple made the iPod Touch that size so that they could probably introduce a larger version. What do you guys think about that? Definitely.
I don't know. I just think that they still are making it that size to make you want their phones more. I mean, I just don't see them making different size iPod Touches. That just seems a little too much in my opinion. But hasn't been the first time I've been wrong about something. So.
Yeah. Personally, I don't see the reason why they even released it. I think it's sort of a waste of a product, to be honest. In my opinion.
It's not even on the website. In America, it's not even on the website. Like, which is pretty crazy. I don't know how you. But again, I suppose Apple could sell a product without putting it on the website because Apple can do things like that, man. So whatever. Okay, so keep getting your questions in on Twitter. I'm just trying to work my way through them. What is, did Kevin get right because the OnePlus didn't send him the Oppo 2? Rest in peace. Man, I don't even know. Some of the stuff that's coming through on Twitter is absolutely insane, guys. Like, I don't know what's gotten into y'all today, by the way, but like, oh my god. Right, cool. Right, so is there any questions on the YouTube feed at the minute? So questions are pretty thin at the minute, guys. So let's get into something else. Ash, what are you working on at the minute?
I am actually working on reviewing some cases for the Z3 Plus. This is the official one from Sony, with looks like that, and there's a couple of other ones, which I don't have on me at the moment.
Okay, I can show you. we're sort of waiting for that.
And that one. So yeah,
Nice.
Is that for your own channel, yeah?
it is for my own channel. It's just a couple of cheap cases, which I'm going to have some fun with, and hopefully I can make some funny content, I suppose. 'Cause-
Cool.
Nice.
Kevin, what are you working on? Bro?
I'm working on the Pebble Time review, working on the Remix tablet review, working on a couple other collaboration videos. Got a whole sort of stuff, man. I always stay busy, man. And last week I shot 4 videos, and I have to edit those videos too. So I'm like 7 videos deep right now. So hopefully next couple days you can start seeing some videos pop up. I might even do 2 videos. I might do a soft release of videos. So like if I have a video that's gonna go live the following day, I'm gonna upload it and not publish the link and just send it out to Twitter for people who follow me on Twitter to check out ahead of time. I guess just kind of do something fun and exciting. But we're actually the midway point of the show. We started about 10 minutes late. So we're actually going to do a farewell to Ash, and we're going to bring on Lanh. But before you go, Ash, give me 30 seconds to talk about whatever you want to talk about in the whole wide world.
In the whole wide world.
Yep.
All right, well, firstly, thank you for letting me come on the show. You guys have been pretty great, and you guys have got a good thing going on, so thank you for helping out the younger guys. But apart from that, I'm just happy to be on and say hi to everyone, and let's see what happens. And if you're fancy checking out some of my stuff, you've got the address somewhere there.
Fancy.
Yeah.
No, really, just check out his channel, man, because
Ash,
it's not hard. It's not hard to click a button. Just go and check his channel out. It's Sunday. You're probably sitting in a house bored. Go and watch a video, and you won't be disappointed.
Cool. Well, that's it. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Been awesome.
Alright.
Cool, man.
Okay, cool, man.
Peace.
See you, Ash.
That's my. Take it away, man. Peace.
You guys.
All right, you got it.
What do I do?
Alright.
You got to keep me up.
I don't know. I think you just hang up, man. I don't know.
All right, I'll hang up. See
We've
ya.
never had like a midday dropout. Right, he's off.
He loves the glory. All right, and Lanh, right on time. Here comes Lanh. That was perfect, Lanh.
Yeah, I sent him the link. That's awesome, man. Welcome, Lanh.
Excuse my Microsoft.
Oh no! Hey, I'm being paid by Microsoft to be on our show.
Micro jobby, man.
Micro job. Microsoft. What's up, Lanh? How you doing, man?
Hold on.
Man, this is wait, hold on. This is
I wear the shirt to bed.
I wear the shirt to bed. Dude, are you wearing your ninja pants?
No, not right now. Just some basketball.
You don't talk about Lanh. Lanh has these sweet ninja pants, dude.
Oh,
I was gonna try them on, but I probably would break them.
Alright, so we're just going to get right into it, Lanh. Alright, so post something out on Twitter, man, in case anybody wants to ask you any questions, but we've already got some questions to go through as well anyway.
Yeah, well hang on, let Lanh
sorry.
introduce himself.
Okay, I'm forgetting, man, because...
Well, yeah,
oh
this is...
God.
Hi, world. Hi, world. This is Lanh. He's from Android Authority. He's a ex-coworker of mine. Really cool dude inside and out of YouTube. But his YouTube videos, I think, are pretty cool. There's a lot of shots that he's done in his videos that I just took from him, and so he's really pushing the envelope, trying to get different unique shots. And he takes a lot of time working on his videos, and it really shows. So, Lanh, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. So give you time to talk about yourself. You got 30 seconds, man. You can talk about where you come from, who you are. Give everyone a chance to get to know the man, Lanh.
So, like Kevin said, I'm from Android Authority, and I live in Kansas City, Missouri, so the Midwest. And I just love reviewing tech. More than just, even though I work for an Android blog, I like pretty much anything tech related, really. So. I don't know, just big interest in tech, and I just love talking about it. So really blessed to be able to do this as a living. So that is really it.
Dope. So,
all right, Ryan, go ahead and get to your questions.
Jump into the questions, man. What the hell was that?
I think it might have been me.
Right. Anyway, so I'm glad you said that you like everything.
What is going on?
What's happening here, man?
Trying to mute stuff here.
It's terrible, man.
Got 30 phones on his desk on and timing at the same time.
I do.
That's a professional show. That's not a joke, man.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
All right. Anyway, so this is a good question. I like it. What is your thoughts on Ubuntu Touch OS? Whatever the hell, I know what it says. I call it Ubuntu. Ubuntu. What do you guys call it? Americans, man.
Yeah, you have to say that again because you're like sounding like Daft Punk there.
Yeah, you were auto-tuned a bit there.
Ubuntu?
Well, what are your thoughts on Ubuntu?
Yeah, what is your thoughts on Ubuntu Touch OS?
I don't really have any thoughts on it. Like I don't. It's. I mean, I don't know. Is that even still really a thing? Like, because I haven't really heard much about it for a while, so I don't know.
That is my thoughts exactly.
Yeah, I'm in the same.
I mean, the last time I really saw anything about it was like a few CESs ago, and then it kind of like it seemed like it just died out from there. As far as like the phone OS, but I don't know. It seemed like it was promising, but it doesn't seem like it's a thing now.
Yeah, we live in an app world, man. It's all about apps, dude. It's so hard for a new OS to come up. You're starting so far behind. You're like 6, 7, 8 years behind right now when it comes to apps, man. It's stuff people use on an everyday basis. If you don't have a day one, forget about it. Like if I grab on, like that's Windows Mobile problem or Windows Phone problem. Like there was simple apps that they didn't have, like Instagram. They just got Instagram, where it's like a fake Instagram or whatever. It's like, come on, these are some apps that people use every single day, that millions use every single day. If you don't have that, you can't be taken seriously. I don't know. That's kind of the way I look at it.
That's the caliber of questions that we have, Lanh. Twitter is going absolutely insane. Everybody's a bit crazy today. So, Tech News UK, the LG G4 versus the Galaxy S6 camera. What do you think's best in terms of overall quality and features? And is there a problem with not having a fingerprint scanner on the G4? Do you think that's a deal breaker? That's a lot of questions in one, man. So just take your time and absorb it all.
So let's just start with the camera first.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say which one's really better. Like I personally have not compared the two. I've seen people that compared them, but I personally haven't compared them, and I like them both. I think they're both great cameras, really sharp-looking photos, great colors, and I don't know. I guess I kind of prefer the S6 camera more just because I have more experience with it. I've used it a lot more, and I don't know. But either way, they're both really great cameras. I use the G4 too, and I love them both. So you can't really go wrong with either one. They're both fantastic cameras. Two of the best cameras on the market right now, I would say. But the other question was the other half of the question?
The fingerprint
sensor. No, I don't think that's a deal breaker at all because it's cool to have. It's definitely like a really neat way to get into your phone, and it's really fast. But I don't think it's I don't think it's a feature that I necessarily have to have in order for me to buy a phone. I don't think it's a novelty still, I think. But it is a nice feature.
I would agree. It's a novelty. I actually don't really care for fingerprint scanners, if I'm honest. I suppose they're cool, but it's definitely not a feature.
Yeah, and sometimes like they can. Sometimes it can get like a little bit uncomfortable having to reach down for that button. I don't know. It's not exactly the most optimal place to have to always go down with your thumb like that. So.
Yeah, man. What do you think, Kevin?
You know what? I actually like the fingerprint scanner on the phone because I use LastPass, and LastPass offers fingerprint authentication, so it makes it a lot easier for me to instead of typing in my 21-character password all the time, and that's why I like it. And unlocking the phone, I can use my fingerprint. So I mean, it's not a must-have feature. It's not something I have to have today or whatever like that. But I mean, if it's on there, that's just another feature that I would like to use. I think more phones are going to be using it. So I'm kind of excited about seeing phones that will have it going forward. As far as the cameras, I like the S6 and the G4 camera a ton. So don't take what I'm about to say anything negatively. But I think the S6 camera, for some reason, in low light, it kind of has like a yellowish hue to things in low light.
Yeah.
and it kind of bothers me. And the G4 is too aggressive in low light, where a lot of times you see a lot of unneeded noise and a lot of over sharpening in the post production. But it's still both very good cameras. I'm nitpicking here because they're both like, I've taken some really nice pictures with them just by going in the camera and pressing take the picture, not adjusting settings, manual, all that stuff. Like, I don't care about that because when I have my phone, I don't want to adjust the shutter speed and ISO. I don't want to do that. It's a phone. Like, I want to tap the camera button, tap the camera, and see what happens, you know? So I think both of those cameras, point and shoot, are, like, phenomenal. Just a couple scenarios, you see weird stuff happening.
Yeah, I think, like, the things that we notice with these cameras, like, the average consumer is not really going to catch all of those things. And if they only have one out of the two cameras, they're never going to notice the difference between the two either. But yeah, the white balance, the white balance is a little bit off with the S6, but I think they might have fixed it with the software update. But from what I heard, but I haven't exactly tested it out to notice the difference. So I don't know.
Yeah, they're so close. They're so close and matched. I mean, either or, you would be very happy with, definitely. So Ash, that just got off the show, has decided that he wants to join in the show by asking a question. Can't get enough of it. So the Moto event next Tuesday, what do we think we're going to see?
Probably the Moto G.
Yeah. Are we going to see another Moto X?
I don't know. I kind of feel like I almost feel like it's a little bit too early for the Moto X, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
About a new 360. I'm just throwing stuff out.
That would be nice, though.
Yeah, a new 360 would. A new 360 would be nice. I don't know, but I kind of feel like maybe it's just like the Moto G or something. I don't know, because I feel like the Moto G is like it's about that time for the refresh. Yeah. I know the Moto X is coming soon though, but I don't think it's going to be this month. I think it might be next month.
That's about it.
Yeah, I would hope they're both announced at the phone, at least. I mean, at the event, just to show it at least, even if it's not readily available. Just because they come out so close together each time. So hopefully we see the X and the G at the same time. Another question that came in from Albert Ninya. I probably butchered his last name. Do you think Google's partnership with Huawei for the next flagship device is going to be any better?
I don't know. I'm a little skeptical about the Huawei Nexus, man. I'm not exactly 100% fond of Huawei, and you know all the stories that you hear about, like the Chinese government stealing your data and all that stuff. And I don't know. I think this is Huawei's way. This is basically kind of Google's way of helping Huawei get into America, and this is Google's way of getting into China. And I feel like that's really the only reason for the partnership. But otherwise, I'm more looking forward to the LG Nexus than a Huawei-made Nexus. I'm a little skeptical, I guess, right now. I mean, maybe they could probably, prove me wrong, and this could be like the best phone of the year. But right now, I'm a little bit skeptical.
I would agree. I'm pretty skeptical about it. I'm not really a fan of Huawei at all. I don't really like. I suppose some of their phones are pretty well built, so maybe it could be good running obviously stock Android instead of Huawei's crazy ass software. But I'm very skeptical about it all, to be honest. And I know this is going to sound crazy, but to be honest with you, I don't really care that much for Nexus devices the way that other people do. I know everybody hypes the hell out of them, but for me, it's no big deal, man. I don't know why. I've just never been like, oh my god, new Nexus, let's go crazy.
Well,
Kevin,
I've always said that the Nexus is just a vehicle for the newest operating system of Android. That's all it is. Like, the new OS comes out, Nexus comes out that has it on there, so you can kind of see what it is. But I mean, looking at the specs of the Huawei, it is pretty impressive as far as the leaks, and these are from credible leak sources too. So I guess we're going to find out a little bit more when time gets closer. But as Lanh said, it's a good way for Google to get into China, and it's a good way for Huawei to come to America. I mean, a lot of people don't even know what Huawei is, let alone pronounce it correctly. Only reason I know how to pronounce it is because Lanh said it in one of his videos before. I was like, really? It's Huawei? I thought it was Hawaii or something crazy like that. So I had no freaking idea.
I used to say Huawei.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hawaii. So, but actually, I actually do have a question. Another question that actually came in is your thoughts on Apple OS with car. Well, let me quote it. It's from Dagbot here, one of the people of Skull Squad. Do you think that the cars with Apple OS will be successful? What about Android cars?
Yeah, that's kind of a tough question, man. I don't know. I think it just depends on how much people believe in these operating systems that they need it in their car. Because I mean, it's not going to be like the phone OS where everybody just adopts it. I think it's only going to be like a handful of people that are going to utilize, like CarPlay or Android in their or Android Auto in their cars. I mean, plus there's only so many manufacturers out there with it right now. You have Chevy that's like pushing out like 14 different vehicles with like Android Auto and CarPlay. So I think it just depends like how many people are going to adopt these vehicles and actually want that in their car. But I don't think we're going to see like millions and millions of people adopting it. It's not going to be anywhere in that number.
Also, how much extra dollar are you going to have to pay to get these added in? Because a lot of cars, especially in the UK, won't come with that as standard. It will be like an extra big-ass premium on top, which will be pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that part's really going to matter because a lot of cars that come off the lot right now already have the upgraded infotainment system. So, I mean, a lot of people pay the extra money to get navigation built into their dash. But using Android Auto, I actually did a review for Android Auto. Using Android Auto, man, I think people are going to use it, especially if it integrates with their phone directly. I mean, even use it for the Maps feature alone or have Spotify in their car. I mean, I think just for those two features, it's worth using it. And they make it so easy to get to. You plug your phone in, and a big icon pops up that says Android Auto. And once you get into it, it's like 4 shortcuts. That's all it is. It's not like really that hard. It's nothing to really set up. I mean, you really plug it in and go. So I really think they're doing a great job with it. And like I said, I think for the Maps feature alone, people will use it because it updates real time. Just like freaking Google Maps on your phone, it's on the car. It's the exact same thing. So.
Yeah, well, in the UK, it's pretty different because I only know 2 people out of all the people I know that has actually got GPS built into their car.
Wow.
I know in America it's like a big thing, but when you go to a car lot here, all those things are extra, and by extra I mean you're paying a big ass premium on top of what you're already paying just for that car, and unless you're buying used, then you'll maybe get a little bit of discount on it. But over here, like Android Auto and Apple's whatever the hell it's called, you can buy like second-hand head units with these things built in for like maybe $400 probably. A lot of people are actually going out and buying these and putting the double DIN into their car afterwards. So I think like I've never used it, but Kevin's review kind of made me want it.
That's a compliment right there. But most new cars can't take a double DIN because all that stuff's integrated to the head unit. Like my car right now, if I wanted to upgrade my car and put a double DIN, I can't. I'll lose control of my heat and cooling and all that stuff because everything in my car right now is built into it. So
I think like Hyundai or whatever I call it Hyundai. What do you guys call it?
Hyundai. It runs as Hyundai.
Yeah, I think Hyundai and other cars like the Chinese manufacturers' cars build stuff like that in. But over here, like Vauxhall and Ford and all those kind of stuff, they've all got Vauxhall. I don't know what you guys GM. I think you guys call that GM.
Yeah. I think you guys call it GM. Yes, it's GM.
They all have head units that you can easily swap out here.
Oh.
Anyway, we've got another question from Twitter, and it's aimed at Lanh. So at the minute you're working for Android Authority. What are your future plans in terms of YouTube, etc.?
Future plans. Well, I mean, I still plan on working for Android Authority. Like I work for them full time. For those that don't know, so and everything's going really well. And I like the people that I'm surrounded by, and it's fun. It is a lot of work too, but it is fun, and I enjoy what it is that I do with them. So, hopefully, I'm going to continue to keep working with them. But at the same time, also have goals to potentially grow my own channel as well, and kind of keep that going. Like I don't post on there as much as I would like, simply due to time constraints. I just don't have as much free time to do it. So hopefully I can kind of grow that a little bit more within the next year or two. So we'll see what happens. But my plans are just keep pumping out more videos, man.
Yeah. That's always a good plan, man. Every time you message Lanh, he's travelling somewhere. So he had a pretty demanding job, changing time zones non-stop. So I know a lot of people probably think it's good work, but it's definitely hard work, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, the traveling it's cool, but it's not exactly as glamorous as you might think it is, because you're just you're going there for like 1 or 2 days wherever you're going, like New York or LA or whatever, and you film, like shoot B-roll and then do a voiceover, and then the next day you're out. That's it, and you're back home. Yeah. So it's delayed flight after delayed flight after delayed flight.
New York, delayed flight to New York. Lanh gets stuck in New York. He's land New York, had to turn back around. He's doing crazy stuff in New York.
Dude, I can't stand flying to New York, man. I don't know if it's just a New York thing or if it's just me. Like, I'm just having terrible luck, but I've never had so many delayed flights, like, except for going to New York. Going anywhere else is perfectly fine. New York is terrible.
Yeah. New York is bad. New York is bad. Trust me.
I wonder why that is. Is it just the busyness?
Yeah, I think it's busyness for sure. And it's just like their airport, like LaGuardia Airport is kind of an old airport. It just seems like it needs to get expanded. It's New York. It should have a larger airport. But LaGuardia is kind of small, and it's kind of crappy too. So I don't think they're officially running it as they should. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, they got JFK too, but JFK is still really not that great either.
No, but both airports are pretty crappy in my opinion. they should be a lot nicer in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, by the way, Lanh, didn't you flew in the DTW? What'd you think about that? Isn't that a beautiful airport?
Yeah, the Detroit airport's nice. I like the Detroit airport, but that's like an international airport, so
it is,
you're kind of expected to be nice.
Yeah, of course. But I don't know. Atlanta is a international airport too, and it's kind of crappy.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Any airport that I see outside of the Kansas City airport is an upgrade. If you want to see a bad
Kansas City's bad.
Yeah, because once you get past the gate, the only thing you can do is sit. There's nothing beyond the gate, like other airports.
Sounds like Sanford Airport, man, in Florida. That's like you come off the plane and it's just like seats, and you're like, oh my god, where is everything? It's pretty.
You can't get food.
It's like a wasteland. Yeah, it's so bad, man.
Yeah, man. Okay, right. we need to stop talking about airplanes for a second.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we should ask Lanh the question that we got asked earlier, and your favourite tech item that you don't already own and you would like to own. That was an awesome question, man. We all...
That I don't already own. Man, I'd have to check my my Amazon wish list for that, man.
Is that a big list? How many pages?
I don't think my list is that big, but I could be wrong.
You got an Amazon wish list, Kevin?
I think 2 things are on, and I ended up buying them, so I never updated it. I don't actively monitor my wish list. I really don't. What about you?
I've never had a wish list. I didn't even know wish list existed until right then.
Yeah,
Now I know.
you can actually send someone your wish list as well too.
What, like for Christmas, like
Yeah.
here's my wish list.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty dope.
yeah. And they can buy it from wish list or whatever. So so Lanh, man, what are you what are you excited for any phones checking out this year? Any phones to review, man? I know I don't know. Let me change the question. Do you think this year has been disappointing for phones?
No, I think this has been one of the best years for phones, actually. I thought last year was probably disappointing for phones, but this year, I think everybody has pretty much delivered, except for, with the exception of maybe HTC. I think they fell short, but I think Samsung definitely delivered. They hit it out of the park, above everybody else's expectations, and LG definitely delivered too. So I don't think it's been disappointing. And the Moto X, I'm a big fan of the Moto X, so that's the phone that I'm looking forward to. And like I love that it's a Nexus-like device. That's what I love most about it. And I'm hoping the next one actually has a good camera, because Motorola doesn't have the best track record with cameras. And that's really the only thing that I don't like about my Moto X, is the camera's so bad. So that's the phone that I'm looking forward to. And hopefully it's good.
Yeah, I would say don't hold your breath on the camera because of its Google. It's real Google software, man. I hate to say it, but Google they really haven't proved they can build a nice camera as far as software, man. So
yeah.
I mean, and to prove my point, if you put on just standard stock Google camera software on the S6, the pictures become not as good as they were before. So it's really software. It's really software. So
Yeah. Another question that came through while you're trolling your Amazon wish list. This is quite an interesting question, actually. Well, I think it's interesting anyway. Do you guys see any benefit in shooting tech-related videos at 60 frames per second? Because obviously a lot of YouTube comments are people, why don't you shoot at 60 frames per second? So what do you think, guys?
I personally am not a fan of the 60 frames. I don't know. I don't like how it just looks weird. Like, I like the cinematic look, so I prefer like the 30 or the 24. And 60 is great for like showing game footage and stuff, but I prefer. I don't know. I don't think slides and pans look as dynamic when you're shooting in 60. They just don't look as nice.
It looks so strange. Like, I watched a video today, and it was all at 60 frames per second, and it was like, oh my god, this looks kind of visually off.
yeah.
I don't know. Why do you think everybody hyped it so much in the comment section?
Well, because they don't understand things. They see a higher number and they get excited about it and want you to do it in that. I mean that's seriously, because there's no other way to put it. I mean, as Lanh said, the only reason to shoot 60 frames is if you're showing like an app review or something. Like, if I shoot an app review or show a game or something, I'll shoot that in 60, sure. But everything else, I'm not going to do in 60. My goal when I make a video is to make it as cinematic, realistic as possible. I want it to look like a movie or look like a TV show, and those aren't in 60 frames per second. Shoot, movies are in 24 frames per second.
I shoot at 24.
Yeah, and Ash does 24 as well, I believe, or he may have switched since he came off the 5D.
Yeah.
But he does 24 as well. I do 30. Now, I shoot in 60, but I edit down to 30, or I shoot in 4K 30. It just depends on the shots. But like any type of pans or slides, I shoot those in 60, and then I scale it back to 30 just to get that extra level of smoothness.
Yeah,
How you say that? Smoothness.
What were you saying, Lanh?
Oh, I was just say, yeah, I shoot in 30 as well, just because I want my stuff to look like, a movie or a TV show. Because, I mean, if you've ever seen like a movie in high frame rate, like The Hobbit or whatever, it doesn't look good. It looks terrible.
It looks weird, man. It looks really weird.
Even watching like a movie, like when you get it on Blu-ray and you watch it in high frame rate, it looks completely jarring. And the special effects don't look as convincing anymore. Like everything looks completely fake, and you could tell that they're on like a set versus it actually looking real. So you lose like the realism of it when you use a higher frame rate. So
yeah, and you know what, like the natural thing, like in real life when we move stuff around, there is motion blur. When like moving my hand, it does get blurry. When you have 60 frames per second, you lose motion blur. So that's why it doesn't look realistic anymore. Because in real life, things have blur when it moves, but the video does not. So it's kind of another thing.
Yeah. So another question came through on the Google Plus. Self-driving cars, will they be a success?
I think so. Eventually, I think they're definitely the future. That for sure. As to when, I don't know. It could be like 10 years, 15 years down the road. But
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff that we've seen, like I think Mercedes with their self-driving car, that thing was crazy, man. Like turn the seats around and you just like face the other way and just chill.
I would be so scared to do that. That's like ultimate.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Like take the wheel, Jesus. Like for real.
I mean, I think it's gonna take a lot before people can trust the idea of that, because there's a lot of safety concerns, obviously, because you're just kind of letting go and letting the car do whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. I think it'll be cool, but I definitely agree with Kevin, man. It will be some scary ass stuff, like just chilling, man, and letting the car do all the work.
Yeah.
It'd be great. It'd be great for road trips, though, man, because you just
throw it on autopilot and go.
Yeah.
Especially if you have like Wi-Fi in the car or something, man, that'd be beautiful. You edit video in the car and upload to YouTube and stuff. Oh, man, that'd be nice. But you know, I really think that driving cars, the way we're gonna see it first, is that it's gonna be like for like elderly people or returning veterans, and they have like a set route to go. So like to the doctor or to the store. And I think like we'll see those first. Like this route, they've tested this route hundreds and hundreds of times, and it's a safe route. And then the person get in the car and they'll take them to the doctor, take them to the store, or wherever they need to go for elderly people or like returning veterans or anything like that. That's kind of my idea for it at first, to kind of introduce people to it, get it behind a good cause, and let people like oh, that's good, it's helping people out. So it's not just scary like freaking iRobot cars driving people and smashing into each other. You know, I kind of think it'll trickle in that way. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Okay, so it's getting on a bit, guys. So we'll probably wrap it up there, I suppose. As always, we'll give Lanh 30 seconds. Say what you wish, anything at all. Part the ways, you know. Carry on.
If you want to check my stuff out, subscribe to Android Authority and follow me on Twitter. And yeah, be cool.
Be cool. Hashtag B-boy. Hashtag dance.
What about you, Kevin?
Hashtag phone in a tree.
Hashtag Jesus. Hashtag kill me now. So I am selling my Galaxy S6 on Swappa. I just have to hit the publish button. Galaxy S6 is going bye-bye. And I'll be posting a link on Twitter really soon. And I'm going to go all in on the OnePlus 2 and see what happens with that. If not, I'm pretty sure the iPhone 6 Plus will be seeing me, or the Note 5 will be seeing me. But the S6 project is done. I'm done with it. Put a fork in it. Most disappointing phone of the year for me. Real talk.
Yeah, man, I'll definitely get it sold. I'm selling a phone, but it's the worst phone I've ever used. Right, so yeah, that's us, guys. As always, thank you so much for tuning in.
Ryan, 1 second.
Sorry.
You have to speak in your American accent for your 30 seconds.
All right, here we go, man. Man, I've got to get in the zone here. I hate getting put under pressure. Okay, guys, so that's the end of Tech Talk and BS, episode number 9. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And I thank Lanh, and obviously I thank Ash for getting on, and thanks to Iron Man, Tony Stark right there, making an appearance. What's up, brother? Team Avengers and all that. So, yeah, I guess that's it, and I'll catch y'all next week. Peace out, brother!
All right. Go Texas! Yeehaw!
Texas forever, baby.